Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee. And today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Journey, another life lessons card. And this one actually pops up before the Guardian. Guardian was number 15 and this was number 13. So right off the bat, this card is similar to the Death card in the Rider-Waite tarot deck. And a lot of people look at the Death card and they get all scared about it. You know, they think that, there's death on the horizon, or something is going to die, amongst them, relative, pet, something on that nature. But within the Wildwood Tarot deck, it's called the Journey. And the Journey is all about life. And as you see the Raven, excuse me, as you see the Raven still plucking some of the flesh, the dead flesh or fur, whatever you want to call it, off of the reindeer, it's symbolic of the cyclic journey of life in itself. Okay, so as the wanderer is walking down his or her path and sees this, it's a reminder that in death, there's also life. Because what is dead in the reindeer is providing life for the ravens. Okay, and we see this especially with forest fires. It may ravage acres and acres of land, all right? But once the fire's out, even though it's killed off all the brush, all the dead trees, killed some live trees too, okay, months after that's happened, new growth starts to come up, okay? And that's what this Journey card is all about. It's all about taking the time to recognize within yourself that something needs to die away, okay? As you're walking on your journey, you're realizing this, and then you're coming up. The card right after the Journey is balance. So you're finding that balance, and then you're facing the Guardian, that bear skeleton. Okay, so the Raven symbolically, okay, was meant to watch over the souls of those who had fallen in battle. Okay, it's also been known to be the guardian of the dead. And in most movies, it's also kind of like the guide of that all-seeing eye. Okay, and a lot of people are afraid of death in itself. We've got movies out on zombies and apocalypse and things of that nature. But, at the time, the dead were also guardians and the holders of wisdom. People would revere that, okay? And the way I look at it now is death is a hard thing to get over. But I also look at it as, that's where my angels come from. That's where my spirit guides come from, okay? That's where the spiritual knowledge, okay, of working with the ascended masters in my temple come from. And that's where you can get that universal knowledge, that spiritual knowledge, by communicating with them, okay, meditating and having them come into your life and give you the guidance that you're looking for as you're moving forward. And that's kind of what that Raven is. That Raven is a guide to show you, the path that you need to, that you should follow, or the journey you should follow. Okay. And the Journey represents the opportunity for when change is there. Okay. It's not to be feared. It should be celebrated and accepted. And, what I kind of like about this card is there's nothing that there's nothing you can do for that reindeer. It's dead. It's not alive, right? I mean, it can't see, it can't breathe, it can't eat. But what can it do? Okay. It could help the wolves feed off of it, or the other critters, raccoons and squirrels and badgers and whatever other critters are there in the wildwood forest, the ravens, different birds. It can provide life for them. Okay, so is there change here? Yes, the reindeer or deer has passed on. Okay, and there's a change within the herd. Okay, they're missing somebody. All right, whether it was an elder deer or a young deer. Okay, there's change that's afoot. And that's what this card talks about on a journey. That there's change at hand, and there's a great opportunity to embrace that change. You may have to let old ideas and concepts go for you to move forward. And if you're not ready for that, if you're not ready to look within the deepest recesses of your soul and get rid of some of the negative attitudes, the negative vibes, okay, and release that energy, okay, you're actually holding yourself back from that universal change, that spiritual change that, the universe and spirit wants you to go for. And fear is a big piece of that. That's why that guardian, that we talked about yesterday, is standing in front. It's standing in front of that cave. And it's telling you, you know what? I want to scare you away from moving forward. I don't want you to go forward. I want you to stay in that fear because I like it when I smell that fear on you. Okay? These two cards, back to back tell me that, it's time to face those fears. It's time to, to look within, okay? Get that confidence, okay? Dig down deep and say, you know what? I'm not going to let it change. Okay? I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to let those fears hold me back. This journey card is a great example of that. Let what's happened in the past stay in the past. Quit dwelling on it. Okay? And look for opportunities of change to move forward, because when you start moving forward with that change, guess what? These things are going to be reborn. Things are going to be rebirth. You're going to have more manifestation moving forward because you've taken that opportunity to move forward. Okay? You have to understand that the old must die off. Those old concepts, those old belief systems, okay? Maybe an old relationship. Maybe an old, hurt in the past. The biggest thing that I do when something like that happens to me is, first of all, I ask Spirit to forgive me. Spirit in the universe, Lord, forgive me for me harboring this burden that I've been carrying, this hurt that somebody did to me years ago. All right? Forgive me for hanging on to that. But here's another piece of it. Forgive that person as well for hurting me. All right? I forgive so-and-so. I forgive that for happening in my life. Okay, what that allows to happen, okay, is that allows to sweep some of that old stuff out. Once you sweep that old stuff out, guess what you've just done? You've created a vacuum within for new stuff to come in, for new stuff to help you grow, for new stuff to help you learn, for new stuff to help you on your journey, help you on your path, okay? Spirit doesn't want to see you suffer. Spirit doesn't want to see you hurt. But the path that you're on, the journey that you're on, you're going to have challenges. You're going to have trials. Okay? How you handle those challenges and how you handle those trials, okay, is up to you. And maybe there is going to be some hurt involved in that. Okay? But the passing of something that's dead needs to go. You need to clear out that stuff so you can rejoice and have patience and calmness on that new opportunity to come in. So that's today's message on the journey. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to your comments. Go ahead and leave those down below. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. And this is D for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.